I see a lot of people arguing कि national anthem में खड़ा होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए. I feel really sad. This is not there should be no question about it. And it's like 26 जनवरी या 15 अगस्त को ही you cannot come out and say कि मैं अपने देश को प्यार करता हूँ इस वजह से. That has to be every day.
I think showing respect to those areas that you know, whether you break something, whether something is dirty, whether you're throwing kachra there, whether you're respecting the other citizen or not. That's how you show, in my opinion, a citizen of a country which needs to treat their own public areas with respect. I've seen some behave and some not. No,
So-
but I to believe
Siddharth has been the good boy.
I believe any
Siddharth?
no, genuinely, I believe for any
Even you have been a good guy. Yeah.
every big set to
एक मिनट, let him say that. I want it on record. Please, bhai.
Yeah. Sid has been the most obedient boy.
And what
Sid
about
has
me?
been the most obedient boy, Rohit ने
What
कहा.
about me?
Yeah.
Huh. Sometimes you've been on Shilpa's side, I've seen.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Speak Easy. बड़ा मन कर रहा है कि बोलूं आया पुलिस. So क्या आया पुलिस? Well, the cast of Indian Police Force and the man who's led it proudly is here with me on the show. और अभी तो फिलहाल वैसे अच्छी बात है क्योंकि लगता है पुलिस अच्छा काम करेगी, ठीक ठाक काम किया पुलिस ने. Isn't it रोहित? ठीक ठाक काम कर रहा है. प्यार तो वैसे ही मिल रहा है कि नहीं?
बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है. ठीक ठाक काम
अबे
में
वही
इतना ठीक ठाक काम होता तो हम प्रमोट नहीं करते रिलीज के
वही
बाद.
तो.
हम सब अपने अपने घर में बैठे होते.
बिल्कुल. हैप्पी? अभी सेटिस्फाइड?
और चलेगा अब.
ओहो ये कॉन्फिडेंस. बट आई थिंक इट्स अमेजिंग, इंटरेस्टिंग कि आपने कहा और चलेगा क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स ट्रेंडिंग एवरीवेयर. वी ऑल नो वी सॉ द स्टैट्स, राइट? देयर वाज अ one section of the debate was कि we are making it so massy, but OTT में like a certain thing works, and there is a lot of that family massy audience on OTT who watch OTT as well, and clearly they have clocked in. The numbers have not really happened. I think this is going to be a very interesting thing to also for a lot of OTT platforms to look at. Rohit, I want your opinion on this.
See, when Amazon came to me, obviously they came because they wanted to try something where one segment of audience which was not there on their platform is the mass audience. So that's why they came to me. Otherwise, there are many other directors who can do what is happening on OTT. So it didn't came as a shocker to us because it was meant to be for that audience. And when you make something which is very highly commercial and very massy, then obviously there is an opinion to it, and that's fair enough. Nothing wrong in that. So having an opinion, people saying that it's massy on OTT they are also right. They are not wrong about it because we made it that way. Because there are many films made with honest cops. It's just that what they go through was not portrayed ever. That's what we tried to do from Singham onwards. So I think that's what worked, and that's where the connect started. An emotional journey with them, more than anything else. And then here we are sitting with Indian Police Force, being successful.
But I can see, I will talk about the banter. अभी आपकी बारी. यहाँ पे अभी तो obviously everybody's like, yeah, of course we are very like we listen to him and all. But सबसे ज़्यादा यहाँ पे किसने आपकी leg pulling हुई है? Who do you think is like the most? Shilpa, na?
Somebody said something about me.
Yeah.
Why? Where, sir? What are you saying?
Sir.
ये तो पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ मैं. शूटिंग से लेके आज
ये अलग आपको अलग रूप लग रहा है ये सब.
सर
क्योंकि ये दिखाया जा रहा है कि ऐसे हम बड़े ऐसे वो है और हम डरते हैं. रोहित आपको लगता है कोई भी ऐसे बहुत डरता है आपसे?
कोई नहीं
सब
डरता है.
शिल्पा से डरता है.
What rubbish!
शिल्पा से डरते हैं ना?
Vivek,
It's the other Shetty ways.
put your hand on your heart and say, when I used to come on the set, हाँ मैं बहुत अच्छी एक्टर हूँ, मुझे लगता है मैं थर अंदर से कांप रही थी पैंट के अंदर, लेकिन दिखाई नहीं देता था. Because when we come on the sets, and I think I take the carte blanche and speak for all my co-actors also.
Even you said what she's talking about. Okay.
We all used to come like obedient actors. Okay, this banter has begun after the entire thing is over.
Of course.
We never ever
Banter
crossed
is only
the line with
specific
him.
to one Shetty to the other.
Correct. We are just observers.
We are observants, we are
Shilpa.
audience, we are mere appreciating
Guys,
this.
we are
We
supposed to
watch
be
and-
one team.
We watch and we take notes.
We are supposed to be one team.
Shilpa, Rohit is noticing everything. That is why Sidharth is like, भाई मैं इसमें हुई नहीं.
No,
So-
but I to believe
Siddharth has been the good boy.
I believe any
अरे,
set,
मैंने क्या किया?
no, genuinely, I believe for any
Even
big
you have
set,
been a good guy.
every big set to
एक मिनट, let him say that. I want it on record. Please, bhai.
Yeah. Sid has been the most obedient boy.
And what
Sid
about
has
me?
been the most open boy, Rohit ne
What
kaha.
about me?
Yeah.
Huh. Sometimes you've been on Shilpa's side, I've seen.
राशन कार्ड मिला
पुरानी
है
नोटिस, पुरानी दोस्ती.
विवेक को राशन कार्ड
Notice
मिला है
everything.
तो
I rest my case. See, what cannot be cured has to be endured. I'm enduring it, so it's okay.
Vivek got ration card and clearly, I mean, after
After this, I'm getting no ration card.
Your file has gone. Your file has come back.
It's gone. That file has
Assess
gone
करो
somewhere
ये file.
else.
ये कार्ड इशू करना है कि नहीं है?
I don't think so, but I don't think so. But coming to you, Shilpa, and when you see the whole series, you realize how well you've sort of grasped that character as well. So I have a feeling he would have not given you that interesting role if he didn't like you at all. So you never know. Maybe more franchise will happen. वैसे भी one is a big one is
I
announced
don't
with Deepika.
think Rohit casts because he likes somebody.
likes, but the
I
actor.
think Rohit casts only if the character fits the character. You know, if the
True.
actor fits the character. I take it as a huge compliment that people are liking Tara Shetty on screen, and it's just humbling. Especially when you get messages, DMs, a lot of women reacting in such a positive way. You, for one, I remember you were so excited and you were like, you know, here's to girl power. When people like Madhavan calls me, and you know, he's somebody who's not just an actor, he's an actor of repute, and he is not somebody who will give you a compliment if he does not mean it.
True.
There are many times he's called me and said things to me, and you know, we have that relationship. And he has literally called me and said, Shilpa, this is your year. What a way you have, you know, carried it off. But see, as an actor, you can't take complete credit. So there is a director's vision, there is a part that is written,
Absolutely.
and it all comes together. And I'm so happy that it's appreciated today.
Yeah.
And yeah, it fills my heart.
From that walk till the dialogue, it reeks of Rohit Shetty hero, which is what I love about it. Fantastic. All right, Vivek, pre mein you had told me that it was a wonderful experience and being on a set felt like family with him. But it also shows in the way you've done the character. We were discussing about how यहीं पे सिर्फ ज़्यादातर हमारे इंडस्ट्री में डिस्कशन होती है कि रोल छोटा है या बड़ा है या हमारा स्क्रीन टाइम कितना है, और बाकी कहीं पे भी ये डिस्कशन इसलिए नहीं होता है because whatever the time you get, it's about how layered your character is. And yours makes a fantastic impact, you know.
No, so I've always believed that the length of your role versus the impact of your role, I'll always choose impact, right? We've seen unginat examples of that. People give the example of Gabbar Singh, people give the example of so many different characters that have created a chap. I think somewhere as an actor, I had to have faith. And when Rohit Bhai told me that I've written this with you in mind, and you know you'll do justice to the role, but trust me, I'll also do justice to your performance. So you have that faith. You feel ki, yeah, I'm in good hands. And I can't tell you how happy. I gave him a hug and I told him, from a heartfelt thank you, I told him, because it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And after having earned on OTT what I have with Inside Edge and all of that, that was a step I was taking, keeping that faith. And he more than, fulfilled that faith, because the kind of love that I'm receiving, the kind of shocker it is for people when they see the show, the kind of beautiful, being missed is a beautiful feeling. That means you created that impact. And I think eventually it was more than I expected or anticipated.
It's fantastic. So that you always have told me that when I came in, बाकी मैं कुछ भी करूँ, मुझे हमेशा quintessential Hindi film hero तो बनना था, which obviously means the person who has a way to do it is Mr. Rohit Shetty.
Yeah.
And right now, you chose a role and you kept saying, and all of us said that this is a massy film, a massy series, because we want everybody to sit and watch it and not be uncomfortable while watching it or anything. It seems like it's worked out that way. So looks like a little bit of that checklist, that dream has come true, isn't it? Because I remember you said that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our last conversation, यहाँ पे हिंदी पिक्चर हीरो बनने आए हैं, and I think that is one thing that even Rohit sir believes in. And that's one thing that I liked about the script and the storytelling, that from the word go, it's the drama, the shot taking, the high speed shot is all that I grew up on. And you crave for to go to the cinema or to go watch whatever. Eventually our films also come on OTT.
Yeah.
So आप देखते हो उस पर्दे में भी. I think this, for the first time in a long format 7-part series, you're getting that masala in every episode. And you know, Kabir Malik as that character has an interesting graph. I think he's got vulnerable moments, he's got action. So it's always satisfying when you can bite into something which has various different flavors. And Hindi picture hero बनने आया था और अब इस long format में भी कर रहे हैं. So it's fun. We're all very, very excited. And
I think for Sid, uniform is very lucky.
Yeah,
Shersha and
correct.
now
Both
Indian
Shersha and now
Police Force.
Indian Police Force. Yeah.
And I think from the new generation, he's the only guy who's worn uniform twice.
हाँ जी.
अभी Air Force बचा है.
So we've got the forces covered
And
starting
Navy.
from this. Correct.
And he really looks like a soldier in a uniform.
He does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Looks real.
Yeah. Last time he asked me, you like men in uniform? I said, I of course do. Who doesn't? Tell me. Isn't it?
Yeah, no,
How can
absolutely.
you
I
not?
think
Like such honorable.
They come with a certain
Are you trying to
personality
say you
and
don't
charm.
like women in uniform? Shilpa's getting upset.
I am
ये
getting
देखो
that-
But
बीच में.
Shilpa's not worn a uniform.
ये देखो.
I'm not even worn a uniform.
Yeah.
Shilpa, you look fabulous in uniform also.
Some
मैं
days.
अभी निकालूंगी मैं ये conversation
Some
with
days,
Rohit.
some
So Rohit, because you're already making the world's, there is the Rohit Shetty cop pose that exists that everybody wants to talk about, right? Which continues, and of course, you know, just yesterday actually, I thought I'm meeting Rohit, I'm going to bring it up. Someone asked Deepika about, you know, like, do you not like want to have like one role that again go back to being like the lead, and so she just smiled and she said, you know, wait for Miss Shetty when she's coming on. So you're also taking care in putting not just women की token के लिए कर दिया.
I've been
Okay.
brought up in a house where it was run by my mom. She was the hero.
Yeah,
We had in 1980s, we had our prime minister who was a woman.
yeah.
So this is for me. मतलब दुनिया क्या बोलती है, I don't care.
जी.
For me, I never see it कि अच्छा ये औरत है या ये मर्द है. अब ये हीरो है तो इसको ज़्यादा फुटेज दे दो, ये हीरोइन है तो इसको फुटेज की ज़रूरत नहीं है. मेरा अपब्रिंगिंग वैसा नहीं है.
बिल्कुल.
So if my upbringing is not such, तो मेकिंग में भी नहीं आएगा, मेरे पर्सनल लाइफ में भी नहीं वैसा होता.
जी.
So I don't categorize.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe it becomes a topic of discussion for a lot of people. Maybe it's a hot topic at present. But for me, I've seen women as a hero when I was born, when I was 8 years old, and when my mom took care of everything.
जी.
So I've seen my sisters. When I was in school, I've seen my prime minister then.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a very outdated topic. You know, so it's never. I will never think this way. Okay, with Shilpa, so because she's a woman, but still मैंने अच्छा role दे दिया. नहीं.
That can't be the thing.
हाँ, because and my only thing was everybody used to ask me for the last 3 films when will you introduce a cop?
Yeah, including
If I introduce, I have to introduce it the way I've introduced Shilpa.
Absolutely.
It's not just एक scene में हो, she has to be like a hero. Tomorrow if I do it with Deepika, she has to be like a hero. Otherwise I will not do it just because to prove a point
Yeah.
to some people.
For tokenism.
Yeah, I don't. For tokenism is the right word.
Yeah,
I don't want to do
absolutely.
that. So today when you see Shilpa Shetty, she's like a hero.
That he treated the character as a character and did justice to it as a character and the position and
100%.
not with a gender bias.
100%.
You know?
100%.
So that's why the character looks so good.
Yeah. It's
You
seamless.
know? She's a woman in a man's world, but
Yeah.
where you're
She's one
outnumbered
of them.
by men in the force, she still holds her own.
100%. बट मेरा सवाल तो ये था
जी.
कि क्लैशिंग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स होगा कि नहीं कॉपवर्स में.
नहीं, ये अलग है, वो अलग है.
क्या इसमें और हो सकते हैं पैरेलल्स? लाइक डू यू थिंक देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ टेकिंग आउट मोर?
अब ये चल गया तो डेफिनेटली Amazon will come back to us. Till now they have not.
वहाँ मैं जा रही थी.
Maybe they were gauging. Now that it has done a good business, they'll come for the second season.
Yeah.
And
सेकंड
then
सीजन
we'll
तो
see.
होगा ही ना रोहित,
अब होगा.
है ना?
अब Amazon पे डिपेंड करता है.
मुझे लगता है यहाँ पे भी एक कॉपवर्स हो सकता है ना रोहित, इसी विद इन दिस
I think
विद
it's up to the
सीजन.
audience, the love that they're giving us. So,
yeah.
well, we've also been hearing a lot of comments of people wanting to know what's going to happen because he's
Next, yeah.
left
I've
it
left
on
the
that
story,
note
yeah.
कि
Correct.
अभी जंग अभी बाकी है.
Somebody
करेक्ट.
sent me a message,
So
see
देखो.
you in Kathmandu.
Huh?
I didn't even know what that
Yeah.
meant.
Rafiq
Till I
was-
realized
Correct, correct.
the end was Kathmandu.
Kathmandu, yeah.
मतलब imagine, people sending me, see you in Kathmandu. I was like, dude, मतलब
So I think
That is
yeah,
how
It all
people
depends.
look-
Maybe we
look
continue the
forward to
story or we make something else with the same characters. It depends.
This, of course, is going to be a Republic Day special, okay? And we talk so much about patriotism and what we should do for the country. All of you here, in some ways or the other, are people who absolutely believe that we have to love our country. We will, always. How do you define patriotism?
How do you define your love for your mother?
Lovely.
So I see a lot of people arguing कि national anthem में खड़ा होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए. I feel really sad. This is not there should be no question about it. And it's like 26 जनवरी या 15 अगस्त को ही you cannot come out and say कि मैं अपने देश को प्यार करता हूँ इस वजह से. That has to be every day. And that happens with small things. Even paying your income tax on the right time is serving your country.
So well
You know, and whatever you can, it's a day-to-day thing. You know, yeah, you run the country because of income tax. It's like, और कैसे चलेगा देश?
बिल्कुल.
So, and there are many such things. You cannot say कि एक चीज़ है कि it's your country and you have to love it every day.
Fantastic. Very well put. Shilpa.
I want to hear what Vivek has to say.
Vivek, let's hear
It's
it.
going to
So
be a
articulate.
शुरू हो जाओ.
correct.
चलो, go ahead. हम लोग सब देख रहे हैं, बताओ.
I think, borrowing from what Rohit Bhai said, that I always believe that our men in uniform and women in uniform are heroes, but you don't have to wear a uniform to be a hero. You do your own bit of contribution, right?
Sure.
हम जय हिंद कहते हैं 26 जनवरी पे 15 अगस्त को हम खड़े के जय हिंद कहते हैं, but क्या हम जय हिंद जीते हैं? क्या हम अपने देश के लिए वो कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में? क्या हम वो करते हैं? क्या हम सिर्फ अपने देश के बारे में कंप्लेन करते हैं? क्या हम इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे खड़े रह के अपने देश को कोसते हैं? हम अपने देश को अपनों की तरह जैसे एक्सेप्ट करके if we pick and choose the right things and we think from a positive perspective, we project the right foot forward. There is an international media narrative. Oh, there's disharmony. Oh, there's intolerance. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. But it'll always be there because India is a threat. India is a big threat to the powers that be with the rate at which we are growing. All the predictions that are coming out, the whole world economy is going down. This is the bright spot going up. So everybody is going to try and push that negative narrative.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, of late I've traveled a lot. I travel a lot because of my show. And there is a lot of difference as an Indian.
Yeah, they respect
Like
you
the
so
power
much.
we have today, the way they look at us today,
अपने blue passport की
जो
इज्जत
एक
है.
10 साल पहले नहीं था.
Correct.
It has made a lot of difference.
101% right. And that's the narrative that we need to also project forward. We need to complain a little less and celebrate a little more.
Truly articulate.
Complain करना है ये सब
Now
सही
you
है.
know
यार.
why?
Why to complain?
Shilpa, but you have
Sid,
to.
who is one-
Shilpa,
who
best
is-
for last.
अच्छा,
Save
best
the best
for last.
last.
अच्छा, ठीक
You
है.
see
Sid.
what Shilpa is going to say. She's got Manoj Muntashir to write a script for her.
Yeah, अभी कुछ निकलेगा पर्ची
अभी निकला पर्चा और से निकलेगा वो याद वाद करके ना फिर ऐसे पूरा कंपोज करके फिर
मतलब
बोलेगी
imagine,
एडिट
see-
एडिट ये काट देना.
अगर वैसा होता तो फिर मैं ही पढ़ लेती.
हाँ.
मैंने क्यों दिया आपको?
I am पक्का Indian. I am proud of my country.
Absolutely.
मैं
It's
अभी
not
मैं
easy.
Which shows in your
patriotism
work
के बारे
also,
में मैं
Rohit,
क्या
like-
बोलूँगी? I married a British guy and made him also shift to India.
बदला ले लिया हमने 200 साल
हमने
वाला.
ले लिया बदला.
ब्रिटिश राज को मैंने इंडियन बना दिया मैंने. बताओ.
ब्रिटिश राज.
British Raj को Indian बना दिया मैंने. No, I mean, I think patriotism has to be inherent. It can't be inculcated in someone. It's either there or not. You know, I am one of those cracked patriots that when the national anthem plays, even in a theatre, my eyes well up with tears. And this is not. This doesn't come from a place where I'm trying to make people think that I'm patriotic.
Yeah.
It really comes from, and I get irritated when people are not standing in, Savdhan when the national anthem plays. I'm one of those crazy characters. I remember when we were kids, there's a 3.5-year age gap between my sister and me, and the national anthem was playing on TV, Doordarshan. It must have been Republic Day, and my mother was calling me from the bedroom. It was a holiday. And she called us some 4-5 times, but I remember telling my sister, I must have been some 8, telling her, do not leave this position till the national anthem is over. So, I mean, that is the kind of patriot I am. So, for me, like, Vivek said, I'm extremely proud of my heritage, for the fact that I belong to this country, and there is so much in terms of cultural belonging, in terms of what other countries look up. You know, actually we Indians are also supposed to be the most good looking amongst all.
वो तो दिख रहा है.
No, yeah, on a serious note.
Look at the photos,
Consensus
all
आपने-
of you.
We're
कहाँ
all
से?
good looking, exactly.
All of us.
No, I'm saying so there's so much that people actually today look up to us for, you know. So yeah, there's what is there not to feel proud of?
100%. Absolutely. Sit.
Well,
And
of
then
course,
last
to
segment.
start with, I think there's no doubt that we all feel extremely proud about our country. But I tend to observe people or public, like for example in lockdown, where post-lockdown everybody is allowed to get out. I was wearing a mask out in public parks. Or even when I was growing up in Delhi, I grew up in areas where had a lot of parks. And I used to observe how people treat their old colony or area and land, which is public property, a park. I think showing respect to those areas that you know, whether you break something, whether something is dirty, whether you're throwing kachra there, whether you're respecting the other citizen or not. That's how you show, in my opinion, a citizen of a country which needs to treat their own public areas with respect. I've seen some behave and some not. And that's what at the back of my head was always used to get up, that even if you're carrying something or anything like kachra, basic things. I think if you, any youngster today would go out. Luckily, I grew up in areas where we had parks to play. And we used to respect the, agar kahin net tootta tha ya basketball court kahin toot gaya hai, yaar, acha no, we'll pull in and we'll fix it. Because even though we might come in only use it for an hour, but baki 12 घंटे 24 घंटे कोई और इस्तेमाल करेगा. I feel that people can be a little more conscious of that. That's my only observation. That's the best way of contributing to, if you can make sure your public properties are all well used and you treat it like your own.
That's a
Rudani,
fact.
also one thing that's not a lie, that we do like you very much.
I
Thank
love
you
you
for
all.
enduring us.
Thank you, because it was very entertaining and I love all of you all. And I think
Thank
it was
you.
so much fun. Season 2 तो हो गई, तो फिर से वापस देखेंगे हम.
Amazon के ऊपर है, नहीं कहता हम फिल्म बना लेंगे. अपना क्या है?
On that note, thank you so much and all the very best.
And before we end, I think through your channel, we would like to thank the audience who has loved the show and given us. That's why we are smiling and sitting here like after a week. Otherwise, we would have been एक दूसरे पे इल्जाम लगा रहे होते कि उसने गलत कर दी, रोहित ने गलती कर दी, नहीं वो कैरेक्टर अच्छा नहीं था, ये जो होता है जब फिल्म नहीं चलती है तो. So we are all still here. So it's all because of you guys, and thank you so much for giving us so much of love. मस्ती मजाक अपनी जगह है, but thank you so much.
And guys, we are trending on number
1.
One.
ये
Yeah.
थकेले
मैं
audience
बोलती
है
हूँ.
यार हम लोग. Trending on number 1, guys.
Super.
Trending on number 1. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Energy, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.